If you're thinking about getting the HTC Vive Focus 3, hold on for a second. I'm about to show you why this all-in-one VR headset, promising crystal-clear 5K visuals and world-scale tracking, might not be what you expect. But here's what surprised me. The hype doesn't quite match the reality, and there are some serious problems buyers need to know before spending $1199.99 on this. Today, we're diving deep into the HTC Vive Focus 3, unpacking its stunning specs alongside the frustrations users are facing, so you can decide if it's worth your money or just another VR dream that falls short. By the end, you'll have the full picture, both the glowing marketing and the inconvenient truths the reviews won't tell you up front. But don't worry, I'll also share who this headset might actually be for, and how you can still get the best experience out of it. So first, who is the HTC Vive Focus 3 actually designed for? It's pitched as a business-focused VR solution, a headset that delivers top-notch graphics, ergonomic comfort for long sessions, and world-scale tracking without needing a tethered PC or external sensors. Sounds fantastic in theory, especially if you're looking to elevate VR meetings, design visualization, or complex training simulations with that ultra-wide IPD adjustment range and 90 Hz refresh rate. But here's where things get tricky. Despite boasting a beautiful 5K resolution and 120-degree field of view, users are reporting headaches, foggy visuals after extended play, and even overheating issues. So, is this the future-proof VR device you want on your desk, or just an overpriced gadget that looks better on paper? Stick around, because we'll unravel this fast. Let me start with the design because it's mostly good news, at least on the surface. The Vive Focus 3 comes with a patented quick-release button, making it super easy to put on and take off, and it fits over glasses, which is rare and super considerate for optical users. Plus, the IPD range from 57 to 72 means almost anyone can dial in a clear view. Great for comfort, right? Also, HTC's active cooling keeps the headset temperature down, supposedly allowing longer sessions without that annoying overheating shutdown. But here's the catch. Some users say the cooling doesn't always kick in correctly, and after a while, the device still heats up and causes discomfort or forces breaks. That's a problem when VR meetings or design sessions need to last hours. Now the specs dazzled me initially. 5K resolution, 90 Hz refresh rate, and immersive 3D spatial audio with open-back dual drivers for private, crisp sound. Amazing, you'd expect premium VR visuals and sound that rival movie theaters. And while the audio is surprisingly good, the visuals, not always what you'd imagine. People are complaining about image clarity falling off at the edges of the wide field of view, and some report a foggy or grainy look after extended use. The best-in-class graphics feel inconsistent depending on the content and lighting conditions inside the headset. Humor aside, it's like buying a sports car only to find out the turbo doesn't always engage. Great specs, but not a smooth experience every time. Here's a twist you didn't see coming. The HTC Vive Focus 3 doesn't require base stations or external sensors, which is supposed to be a big plus for quick setup and portability. However, this all-in-one convenience introduces its issues. Without external tracking, accuracy and latency can lag behind those tethered headsets. For businesses relying on precision for CAD modeling or surgical training simulations, this delay and occasional tracking glitches mean it might frustrate more than impress. Tough sell, especially when you're paying premium for a device that can't guarantee the smoothest tracking all the time. But don't write it off just yet. One positive is the battery life, optimized with thermal management to ensure you get longer VR sessions before needing a recharge. And that's critical when you're using it on-site or in remote locations without constant access to charging. The device manages to stay lightweight too, helping keep fatigue lower during long meetings or presentations. So if your use case involves short bursts of VR rather than marathon sessions, these features work in your favor. Okay, quick joke break. Why did the VR headset break up with the computer? It felt too tethered down. Okay, back to the review. Because things get even more interesting as we look at the software and business application side. HTC promotes advanced business applications compatible with this headset, but users mention the ecosystem still feels limited compared to PC VR platforms. For a device marketed heavily toward enterprises, the content library and software support feel thinner than expected. If your workflow depends on a wide range of VR apps, this could be a deal breaker. And speaking of user experience, the comfort goes beyond just physical fit. The clarity and immersion need to keep up over multiple hours. Despite the ultra-wide IPD adjustment, some users with wider eye spacing still find the headset a bit uncomfortable or optically straining, which is surprising given the technical focus on customization. This seems paradoxical. How can a headset promising such a wide adjustment range still leave some users feeling eye strain? The reason appears to be software optimization not syncing well with the hardware's potential. Rehook time. Are you wondering if this headset simply needs a software update to fix all these issues, or is it just a flawed product? HTC has been rolling out frequent updates, which have helped improve tracking and stability, but the core issues related to visual clarity and comfort remain largely unaddressed according to ongoing reviews. So if you're looking for a quick fix with patches, that may not be guaranteed just yet. Another challenge is price. At $1199.99, the Vive Focus 3 is not cheap, and yet its Amazon rating sits at a disappointing 2.4 stars. That low rating tells a story of mixed user experiences, some loving the hardware but many frustrated by how the product works in real-world scenarios. For a premium headset, this gulf between price and feedback signals caution. Spending over $1,000 on something that might give you headaches and hiccups is a gamble. Now, a second joke to keep things light. What do you call a VR headset that loves comedy? A laughception. But jokes aside, investing in good VR gear needs to be about balance, tech specs, comfort, software, and price. The Vive Focus 3 nails some of these but falters on others. So, where do we stand after this deep dive? The HTC Vive Focus 3 is an impressive technical achievement, with standout features like its 5K resolution and all-in-one design that requires no extra hardware. It's clearly aimed at businesses wanting to dip a toe into VR without the hassle of setting up base stations or tethering to powerful PCs. If you're someone who needs portability and a sleek form factor, plus can work around some of the quirks and ongoing software updates, it could be a fit. However, if your priority is flawless visual clarity for long hours, extensive software ecosystem, or a headset that's ready to go without tinkering, you might run into disappointments. And that cooling system sometimes feels like it's more marketing than miracle. Plus, at this price, you have options, including tethered systems or even other standalone units that might offer smoother experiences. Still, for business users focused mostly on professional VR scenarios, design previews, virtual meetings, or training that benefit from portability and ease of setup, the Vive Focus 3 could indeed transform how you work once you get past the learning curve and software bumps. So don't write it off completely. Here's my final joke. Why don't VR headsets make good secret agents? Because they always reveal what's inside. That aside, the Vive Focus 3 does reveal a lot about the direction VR is heading. Great visuals, comfort design, and portability, just with some growing pains along the way. Now, if you decide to take the plunge and buy the HTC Vive Focus 3, make sure you check the link in the description below where I've found the best current price on Amazon. Prices fluctuate quickly, so keep an eye out. You don't want to miss a deal that could save you a few $100. Remember, buying high-end VR gear is an investment, so getting it at the right price matters. To sum it up, Don't buy the HTC Vive Focus 3 if you expect perfection out of the box or are buying purely for gaming at home. But do consider it if you're a business professional eager to experiment with VR in meetings, presentations, or design visualization, who values standalone convenience and can manage some software quirks. Hopefully, this honest review helps you make a smart decision without any unpleasant surprises down the line. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more honest product reviews, and check that Amazon link below. Your perfect VR headset is out there. Sometimes you just have to know what to avoid before finding the right fit.